Why God answers some prayers instantly and others take years, the hidden pattern. Stop. Just stop praying for a moment. Because what if I told you the silence you've been hearing is a rejection? It's divine strategy? A few years ago, there was a woman named Grace. She prayed for her son every single night, 12 years straight. Tears soaked her pillow. Her voice grew weary and her heart nearly gave up. She prayed for healing, protection, deliverance. But heaven seemed closed. Then, one ordinary Tuesday morning, the phone rang. Her son, the one who was addicted, lost, and running from God, called her crying, "Mom, I don't know what happened last night, but I need to come home." Boom. 12 years of silence, broken in one moment. So what happened? Why did God wait over a decade to answer prayer that could have been answered in a day? That's the mystery we're uncovering today. The hidden pattern that explains why heaven sometimes moves instantly and other times painfully slow. Music swells, fade into title screen. Why God answers some prayers instantly and others take years. The mystery of divine timing. Let's start with Joseph. At 17, he was given a dream, a divine vision of greatness. But instead of a throne, he found himself in a pit, then a prison. For 13 long years, Joseph prayed, trusted, and waited. Then, in one single night, Pharaoh called him out, and by morning, the prisoner became the prime minister of Egypt. 13 years of silence, one night of divine speed. Bible reference. Genesis 41, verse 14. Then Pharaoh sent and called for Joseph, and they brought him quickly out of the dungeon. When heaven finally moves, it doesn't crawl, it accelerates. See, there's something God never reveals. His timing. Habakkuk 2, verse 3 says, "The vision is for an appointed time. Though it delays, wait for it. It will not be late." God is never early, never late. He's exactly on time. But here's the shocking truth. Heaven's clock doesn't follow ours. Sometimes your delay is really God building what can carry the weight of your answer. Because blessing without preparation is destruction disguised as success. You've been praying for the door to open, but God's still strengthening your hands to hold it when it does. Principle number 1. The wait is preparation, not punishment. Let's talk about David. Anointed at 17, crowned at 30. 13 years between promise and manifestation. He killed Goliath instantly, but waited years to the crown God already promised. That waiting season wasn't punishment. It was training. The lion prepared him for the bear. The bear prepared him for Goliath. And Goliath prepared him for the throne. Years later, when he'd finally learned humility and financial stewardship, an investor called him out of nowhere with a new opportunity. Within months, the same business took off beyond what he imagined. And one night in prayer, Samuel heard this. "You weren't ready when you asked, but I was preparing you while you waited." That's what God is doing for many of you right now. The wait feels silent, but heaven is at work behind the scenes. Bible reference. James 1 verses 3 to 4. The testing of your faith produces patience, that you may be perfect and complete, lacking nothing. So, don't curse your waiting season. It's your construction zone. Principle number 2. Your prayer is a seed. Prayer is never wasted. Every word you speak in faith becomes a seed in God's garden, and no seed grows overnight. Story. Think about a bamboo tree. You water for 5 years and see nothing. No sprout, no sign of life. Then in the 6th year, it shoots up 90 feet in just 6 weeks. Was it growing in 6 weeks? No. It was growing underground for 5 years. That's how God works. Your prayer is producing roots, even when nothing looks alive. Psalm 126 verse 5 says, "Those who sow in tears will reap in joy." Every tear you cried in secret is watering your harvest in silence. The spiritual side, when prayers get stuck in warfare. Now let's talk about Daniel. For 21 days he fasted and prayed, but the answer didn't come. When the angel finally arrived, he said, "From the first day you prayed, your words were heard, but the prince of Persia resisted me." Daniel 10 verses 12 to 13. The moment Daniel prayed, heaven releases answer, but spiritual opposition delayed its arrival. Some prayers are answered instantly in heaven, but delayed in manifestation because of warfare. That's why persistence matters. The delay isn't always denial. Sometimes it's a battle. So don't stop praying because you feel nothing. Keep pressing until what was released from heaven arrives in your hands. Galatians 6 verse 9 reminds us, "Let us not grow weary in doing good, for in due season we shall reap if we do not faint." Your due season is coming if you don't quit. The hidden pattern. So what's the pattern? Why does heaven sometimes respond in seconds and other times in years? Here it is, the hidden pattern of divine response. 1. Alignment. Is your prayer aligned with God's will? 1 John 5 verse 14 says, "If we ask anything according to his will, he hears us." God answers instantly when your desire matches his design. 2. Assignment. Does your prayer serve your calling or comfort? God will delay prayers that build your comfort before your character. Can you handle what you're asking for? Sometimes God says wait until your heart can hold the weight of your blessing. So yes, some prayers take seconds, others take years, but none go unheard. Let me tell you something. When God seems silent, he's speaking through time. When heaven delays, it's because your destiny demands depth. And when your prayer finally comes to pass, it'll make every second of silence make sense. Final declaration. God is not ignoring you. He's preparing you. Your delay is divine. And when your moment comes, it will happen suddenly. If this message spoke to your spirit, take 10 seconds. Hit that like button, subscribe, and type "My breakthrough is coming" in the comments. You never know. Your word of faith might spark someone else's miracle.